We started about 10 years ago with trying to get faces to the work that United Way did. And we started actually at Life Care Alliance 10 years ago. We've tried to do at least one meeting in an agency every year since. And I think it gets you well beyond the promotional material and the understanding of the work. You actually get to see what the work means to real people. I think every time we do this, a member of my team gets an incremental experience in their life that they never forget, and I believe that it just engages us that much more closely with the work. And I just think it takes our understanding of how important things are to another level.
It's a 6-month residential program, and we can extend that time frame based on the individual's need. We serve approximately 30 women here at the Women's Center, and that kind of changes depending upon the number of kids that we have on site. Currently, we have 4 children that are on site with their mothers, and we have 3 women that are pregnant. So you will get to meet some of the ladies when we tour the facility. These ladies participate in 30 hours of programming a week. The programming includes from working on anger management to stress management, all the way to parenting.
I am Ashley Barnett, and what got me here was a heroin addiction. At the last part of my addiction, I ended up losing my living and my children, and that's one of the main reasons I came here to Maryhaven.
My name is Rita Steele, and I'm here to recover from alcohol and cocaine addiction. I don't know, somewhere in the long life, when things get stressful, I tend to use, and I have to stop that. I was in a bad cycle, and I just needed to step away from everything and get away and just find a new way of doing things.
The program has so much to offer, and for a lot of women, they don't know that help is out there. If it wasn't for this program, I know that I would still be out there struggling, and I know I wouldn't have nowhere to go.
But we have to work with these ladies on their responsibilities of parenting. How can you be a role model? How can you create a daily schedule that's going to be beneficial to your child? Because when we reunify the child on site, we want it to be beneficial, not only to the mother, but to the children that are on site.
Maryhaven is the best thing that's happened to me. It's really been an integral part of my life. I've battled with addiction for over 30 years. I guess I've learned, that I have to be steadfast, and no matter what, I don't have to pick up and use. It addresses everything. They've rejoined me with my daughter. They've allowed me, given me the strength and guidance to go back to school, and I have a degree now.
I learned a lot from being here. It's a 6-month program, but I've been here 2 months, and it's like I've learned so much already. I've learned kind of how to forgive myself. I've learned how to make better relationships with people. I've learned how to interact more, and I've learned to love myself.
From the ladies' stories that we heard, what stood out to me more than anything else was the reality of the struggles in our community. That those struggles are very close to home. They're not a remote part of Columbus that is unattainable to us. And that drug and alcohol dependency is an issue that affects all parts of our community and has very devastating, wide-ranging impacts. For me, United Way has been a journey. It began with taking a step to give, which I didn't give for a long time, and then finally made the decision to invest and contribute to United Way. After making the first step of giving, the second step of volunteer came quickly behind. I very much wanted to be involved in the money that I was directing towards United Way, and that the impact that my money had was more than the money itself, and I wanted to understand what that meant.
People all around need our help, they need our money, they need our time, they need our commitment to help and support. And this is why we're here talking to you today. This is what our campaign is about this year and every year. And I would ask that you just make a good conscious decision about what you can or can't do this year, either with your time and money. And again, we would welcome anything that you can, large or small, to help out our campaign this year.